Hello friends, it is Kyiv city and this is my vlog about war in Ukraine, about Ukrainian life. And the previous video was interrupted by these signals or alarms about threat from the air. They usually send it to all people if they know, army knows or who are watching this, that some missiles or bombers, they are on the way to, for example, Kyiv region. And now they send a message that there is no more any danger. So I wanted to tell you current news for today. Actually, they about, unfortunately, damages, about new victims, about damaged houses. For this day was damaged a couple private houses on the Podol. It is old city center in Kyiv. Also, one missile fell near famous children's hospital, Ahmadiet, in Kyiv. And actually Russians, they try to destroy city hospitals, maternity houses, and hospitals, clinics, schools, private houses, and I don't know what kind of military objects Putin is talking about, that Russians destroy only military objects. Actually they destroyed 48 schools in Kharkiv. It's a lot and it's terrible. They destroy really infrastructure, and here Ukrainians, they believe that actually Putin won't destroy Ukrainian nation. That's why he want to destroy children, kill children, and that means that he is psycho and he is terrorists like Osama bin Laden. But he is even worse because he have power, he have nuclear weapon, and he have a lot of means, much more bigger, influence than Osama bin Laden. But what was 11th of September in United States, actually this strikes kind of United States have had, we have every day couple houses with the same strikes are destroyed during the day, every day, in a lot of cities. So you understand this how many damages and damaged houses we have, and a lot of them are private houses. And the most, I don't know, it's really tragedy, this tragical news from Mariupol, and I should agree with Pope from this Holy Father of Catholic people from the Vatican, that Mariupol is the city that's suffering, and actually it is like saint city, because Putin just destroyed in very cruel way. And before he threw very powerful bomb on the maternity house, on the children hospital, and today his pilots, bombers, they throw the bomb on, very powerful, one of the most powerful bombs, on the dramatic theater, on the theater, you understand? They destroy theaters, and inside that theater was a lot of people, citizens of Mariupol, and after that damages, after that this house, this dramatic theater was destroyed, the people who are rescuers, they cannot start, this rescue works to find people who already survived, to help them, because after that bomb explosion, there was a lot of other, shoots, fights near, and it was too dangerous and still too dangerous to come closer to that ruins of dramatic theater and help and check and help if there's someone survived. So and also Russian soldiers, they do not let people to go out of that surrounded Mariupol city. So these people, what Russians do, they surrounded the city and they destroy and just kill people without any mercy, and they guided by this, their leader Putin. What I wanted to say about Kherson region, a very important thing about Bucha, it is town near Kyiv. They have some common features, what happening there, common process, and also some other towns near Kherson, like Melitopol, Berdyansk. It is towns in Kherson region. Also Skadovsk, also town in Kherson region. How Russians, they change the power from Ukrainian to Russian. How it happened, and actually I want to tell you about it. This like steps, what they do. Actually, they did it in Luhansk, in Donetsk region, to change it and create this so-called LNR and DNR. Luhansk and Donetsk People's Republics, so-called. How they do that? First of all, now in Kherson, they also created, on the way to creation, Kherson People's Republic. Nothing new, all the same. And how they doing this? First of all, Russian army, they captured city, for example, Kherson, and nearest, territory, towns around. Then they surrounded. People there tried to go on meetings with Ukrainian flags. They sing in Ukrainian anthem. They try to show that it is Ukraine. They don't want this Russian, peace, Russian world, or how to call it. And this armed people with, these Russian soldiers, they just stay there and they do not let Ukrainian army come there. Also, they try to create a picture on Russian TV. They invite buses with Russians from nearest region or from the DNR. For money, they come in there, they carrying Russian flags, and they show in this picture like people there, they support Russia. They do, opposite meetings with, fake people, fake Kherson civilian people, because they are actually not from Kherson, maybe from Russia. Also they send their big vehicles with food. It is with Russian food. Also, army destroys all stores, all enterprises, to not let them produce, local food, Ukrainian food. People are starving, people are without water, and the Russians, they just bring, food, bring water, and also they made a picture of it to show on the television, for Russian especially, people inside Russia, that actually Russian army not bad, they help, and you see how good they are, they giving food, but they do not tell that before that they destroyed Ukrainian enterprises, they do not let Ukrainian vehicles and Ukrainian food to come in, and they, stop all these cars, stop all these vehicles, stop all this help, but instead of this they send Russian food, and for creation of this picture. And another stage, there comes Russian police, so-called Russian Gvardi. It is police with, these raising sticks, with means to beat people, and actually to create, new orders, new rules around. And actually what they do is they beat that people. They're carrying Ukrainian flags. They go out on meetings. They want to show that they want to live in Ukraine. And while Russian army surround this city and do not let Ukrainian army, Ukrainian food and help to get inside of this city, Russian police hit and beat and scare people who are carrying Ukrainian flags and make them scary, make them scary and make them starving and take Russian food. And the third stage, they attentively very watch on the situation. They watch on that, especially leaders of protests. Also, they watch and very attentively on local authorities, local people who are representatives of Ukrainian powers, for example, deputies, head of this city, head of this region, and if they are leaders of that protests, if they actually want to support Ukraine, so the special like services, or I don't know, it's like FBI in United States. They come to that, the representatives of this come to this city, and they actually check all these people who are dangerous for them, who have powers, who are representatives of powers there, and they are for Ukraine. They support Ukrainian meetings, and just people who are very, like leaders without any authorities, but they are on the head of these protests. And they capture these people one by one, and they kidnapping them, and they hide them, and actually the second part of this operation, they torture them, they doing terrible thing, they even may cut off some parts of the body, for example fingers, or some sexual organs in men, and unfortunately what they do, or other scary very tortures, and what they want to make this person agree that this, for example, Kherson should be a part of Russia, to destroy their opinion that the opposite to Russia. What they do, it's torture of such Ukrainian leaders, and also they work with deputies, with heads of that region, and their task there to kidnap and torture people who are against Russia, and work with people who could be like their collaborant, or who want, who want to be Kherson, for example, to be a part of Russia. So they task to find among deputies people who are betrayers of Ukraine, and who will work with this Russian government. And these people need them to legalize Russian authorities there. Also, they, after it will be fourth step, they like send new head of this city, new deputies. Part of them are Ukrainian betrayers, part of them are people from Russia. They sending their own persons, people who will, the head of this Kherson, for example, and who will support Russia. And so after these four steps finished, everything is opened, and they try to return Kherson, for example, or other town or city to normal life, but with Russian authorities, with captured Ukrainian leaders, with scared people, and people started to afraid of to show their opinion, and they take in Russian bread. They happy that there is no more tortures, no more shoots, explosions, and they are happy that they actually survived. And but from that moment they are living under Russia, and they become of part of this Russian world. Of course, they are not part of Russian Federation, I mean the state of Russia, but this territory becomes such a satellite or something of Russian Empire, undeveloped, without laws, without open-minded people, without rules, without any possibilities for people who are living there. So this territory become really depressed region, and supported by Russia. That's what happened now in Kherson region, unfortunately, because there was really a huge number of bombers, of planes, and Ukraine have less planes, and they just cannot resist it, and our army should take give this territory to Russians, unfortunately. And what is in the smaller numbers, this has happened near Kyiv, in a Bucha town. There was also I got a news that today was kidnapped 8 volunteers and some deputies or head of this town. So they're doing there the same. But the danger is the Bucha. It is a town like satellite of Kyiv. It is very close to Kyiv, and that's why I think it's really very dangerous when you have such a territory without laws, without rules, with armed people inside. Who knows who are there? Russian army, Russian police, these special Russian services who are specialized on tortures. So it is not a pleasant situation, and I just want you to understand how it happens, how Ukrainian powers change on Russian, and it is with tortures, with murders, with everything like that. So Russian world, it is completely not that good thing, not that positive at all, because it's based on tortures, on scare, on depressing regions. It do not let develop territories. I wish you never be in touch with such things in your life. Thank you for watching. Wish you all the best. Thank you also that you support me by your comments. It is really very important for me, and I know that you just don't care, and thank you for that very much. So see you in the next video. Bye.